Hey there, YouTube. California Prepper here. Well, this is a video response to a good friend of mine here on YouTube, Mr. Sergio45ACP. He's having another giveaway, and he's asked us to tell him a little story. Well, this actually gives me a reason to tell you guys this story. About probably 2 weeks ago, I had one of the biggest scares in probably the last few years of my life. I'm now 24 years old. I'm a parent. I'm a husband. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm a gun owner. I'm a taxpayer. And you'd think those things would mean something in today's world, but I guess that's not the case. For some reason, the police were dispatched to my residence, and I was in the front yard with my kids, and they came here, about 30 cars, and came with guns drawn, and scared the bejeebers out of my kids. I mean, scared the shit out of me. When you see cops coming and there's, guns drawn coming into your yard, telling you to get on the ground, it's scary, you know. There had been a small argument before that, earlier that day between myself and another gentleman. But it had subsided. It was hours later. It wasn't like, that was the reason the cops were called. We have no reason why they showed up. But for some reason, I was face down on the ground, being read my Miranda rights, having my home searched, and being thrown in the back of a police car because my first and last name are the same as somebody else's first and last name. Although we do not share the same second last name, the same middle name, the same social security number, we don't look alike, we don't share any of the same characteristics, but I had the first and same first last name. I have two last names. So, anyways, I was told I had 3 felonies out from my arrest, and I was thrown in the back of a police car and read my rights. And, the whole time I'm trying to tell them, you have the wrong person, that's not me. I've never, been in trouble since I was, 18 years old. I haven't been in trouble since I was a teenager. I was 18 the last time I was in trouble. And, that was the first and last time I was in trouble with the law. It wasn't anything super big. I was a kid. I smoked a little pot. Got caught with some pot. Big deal. I was 18 years old. Learned my lesson. Here we are. I'm 24. I'm, living the good life now. Right? The good life. Anyway, and it just astonished me how police can treat you when they think that you're a criminal. I mean, they were calling me every dirty name in the book, telling me I was strung out on drugs. I told them, you know what? If you're going to make accusations like that, you need to take me down to the hospital and, prove something. Because if you're going to be blurting stuff like that out that isn't true, I am very, very proud that I do not use drugs. I had a time in my past where, I could say I had a problem that I've gotten over. I'm not ashamed of that. But to be accused of something and to be told that you're high on something and you're a drug user and all this when, you've done absolutely nothing wrong, and come to find out they're looking for a complete different person, and after being held in the back of a police car for about 2 hours while they figure this all out, Guess what? I didn't get a single apology. I didn't get, we're sorry for treating you the way we treated you when we thought you were the criminal. I didn't get anything. When they pulled me out of the car, they told me, now this is where you listen, and gave me a 30-minute lecture. Even though I had done nothing wrong, I wasn't the person they were looking for. I wasn't the criminal there. But still, I was treated like I did something wrong. They came in, they ran all my guns. I mean, they told my wife when they asked, are there any firearms in the home? And she told them where our guns were, and they come out looking at each other. And I mean, some of the remarks that they told my wife, you really think these guns are registered to him? And, my wife was, of course, we don't have any firearms that aren't registered to me. I would not have a gun that was not registered to me. And, it just astonished me how they could treat you. And even after they find out you're not the person that they're looking for, you don't get, I'm sorry, you don't get a handshake and, I'm sorry, you're not the guy, good job for being a law-abiding citizen, nothing. It was horrible. I mean, they tore my handgun to pieces to check for, serial numbers. It was ridiculous what they did. So, this is my story I'm sharing with you guys. The police department does not care if you're a law-abiding citizen. They will treat you like a criminal even when you're not. And once they find out you are a law-abiding citizen and you're not the criminal, you still don't get an apology and you still don't get treated like the law-abiding citizen you are. So that's my story, brother. Hopefully you guys liked it and learned something from this. If you learned anything, don't trust the cops even if you're law-abiding citizens. That's all I can say. So that's going to do it. California Prepper, I'm out of here.